Hello everyone and welcome back to another IronCAD video. Today we'll be continuing our IronCAD series where we're designing a linear bearing. Today we'll be designing our fifth part, the bearing itself. So we'll begin by dragging out a cylinder. We'll adjust this to be 90 degrees in any direction. What we'll do is we'll adjust the length to be 2 inches and the total diameter to be 0.75. Oh, 0.75. What we'll do now is we will have this cylinder here. We'll add a cut cylinder here in the middle. This will be 0.5 in diameter as well. We'll bring this all the way down so that it's cut all the way through. So now we'll go inside the cross section of this part and we'll add a 120 degree cut here. So we'll bring out a 2-point line, use as construction, and we'll bring this here. So what we want to do is we want to just have this to be 60 degrees because of course the other side will be 60 as well. We'll extend this just a little bit so it connects. We'll get out our mirror tool, choose this line, choose the mirror, and it'll mirror it over to the other side. So then this line should also be 60 degrees as well. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll get a trim tool and we'll trim this section. But because we had it set to construction, we'll remove the construction lines and then we'll make sure that these points are connected. Now that that is done, we'll click OK and this will give us our cut. But what we'll do is we'll rotate this. We'll rotate this about 75 degrees. Let's see. Let's rotate it a little bit more, just so it can look better inside the catalog. So we'll rotate it again about another 15 degrees. There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll give this a material. Let's give this bronze. Let's get this bronze. Oh, it's brass. Bronze. Here we go, bronze. And then we'll name this bearing. We'll go to our linear bearing assembly in the catalog. We'll drag this into the catalog. We'll hit save, and then we'll save our part as bearing. And this is our part. Thank you everyone for watching. In the next video, we'll assemble the assembly and then we'll add constraints and how we can get it to move along the railing. Thank you everyone for watching and we'll see you in the next video.